So when I met this little boy, he was about 3 years old, and he would scream all day long and bang his head on the floor and put it through plate glass windows. I was really worried he was going to hurt himself, so I had ordered him a helmet. He didn't have any useful language, his development was very poor, his gross motor skills were bad, he really couldn't write or do anything. And he was on significant amount of pain and psychiatric medications, but they really weren't helping. When we looked back at his history, all along in his life when he would have an immunological challenge, he would have a setback developmentally. And we found out later that many other family members in his family on his paternal side had similar regressive neurological states. Around the time that I met him, his mother was very overwhelmed. His father's mental health was declining, probably from a similar diagnosis, but we didn't know that at the time. And his mother had been searching for a lot of reasons for why he was sick, and they had depleted all of their money and they were in financial struggles. Mom had taken him to many doctors, and they had diagnosed him with autism and told him that there was no medical intervention for what he had. So she enrolled him into a school for children with autism. And his prognosis was very poor. He was in a lot of pain. His mother was really worried about him. But fortunately, his mother was persistent, and she really didn't take that as the end of the answer. Over time, together, we discovered that he really had an viral-induced autoimmune encephalopathy, which meant that his immune system, when challenged with anything immunologically, would cause inflammation in his brain and in his peripheral nerves, which was causing all of his pain in his hands and his feet and the loss of his gross motor skills and other things that he was having. He responded to antiviral medications, some supplements to reduce inflammation, and eventually, in more recent years, we've been using more pharmaceutical management to control his brain inflammation. Now he looks like a different boy. He's gaining new developmental skills at a fast pace. His IQ is improving, and he's able to learn and participate in class. Unfortunately, his condition has setbacks because of the waxing and waning part of his encephalopathy. And so now we're trying to find a new goal, which is how to prevent the relapsing that he has, where we watch his autism symptoms reemerge and worsen in somewhat unpredictable fashions anytime he catches a virus or something like that. But you know, if we had settled on his autism diagnosis as the end of the path, we never would have seen this little boy who was trapped inside of his illness.